I used to whale in Raid a lot. I'm not the biggest spender you've ever seen, but over the years I've spent far more money on this game than I'm willing to admit. And I've built a pretty serious account because of it. Here are some of my badges, my roster, more roster, even more roster. I played Raid for years. I watched the game grow, watched new champions and new content get added, and spent thousands of hours building my account. But eventually something changed. Or maybe my tolerance for it did. Primal Shards and Mythical Champions were the breaking point for me. It wasn't just another type of shard or rarity of champion, it was what they represented. For years, there were quality of life improvements the game desperately needed. Systems that were tedious because they've always been tedious. Problems players have been asking to have addressed for years. But increasingly, it felt like making Raid a better game was not the priority. It was finding another reason for us to spend money. And then another, and then another. And eventually, content started feeling less like something I was supposed to overcome by playing the game, and more like something I was supposed to overcome by opening my wallet. So I quit. I haven't played Raid in 2 years, and now I'm coming back. But I'm not coming back to this. I'm starting over. One brand new account, day one, and this time, I'm spending absolutely nothing. I want to find out what Raid is actually like in 2026 when spending money simply is not an option. Not temporarily, not until there's a really good offer, not until I'm one champion away from completing a team. Never. This account will remain completely free to play for as long as I play it. And there are a few rules. Rule number 1, $0 ever. No packs, no subscriptions, no passes, no purchases of any kind. Rule number 2, no special treatment. If I ever get offered creator rewards, developer resources, free shards, gems, champions, or anything else specifically because I'm a content creator, none of it touches this account. Publicly available promo codes, creator links, login rewards, and anything else available to any new player are fair game. The goal isn't to make the game artificially harder, it is to see how far I can get without spending money. Rule number 3, no re-rolling. I'm not creating account after account until I get the perfect opening pulls. I'm not restarting because RNG gives me garbage. Whatever this account gets is what I have to work with. Good luck, bad luck, and mistakes included. This is the account. Now, I'm obviously not a new Raid player. I played for years and I'm not going to pretend I've forgotten everything just to manufacture some kind of beginner experience. I know the fundamentals and I know how important resource management becomes, and I know seemingly insignificant decisions early on can matter later. But I've also been gone for 2 years. There are champions I've never seen, systems I've never used, balance changes I know nothing about, and plenty of things I've probably forgotten. I'm also deliberately not spending hours researching everything that's changed before I start. I'll use what I know, learn what's changed as I go, and make the best decisions I reasonably can. Free to play doesn't mean intentionally playing badly. The restriction is money, not knowledge. But now I'm not going to sit here and go through and make you guys watch all of this. I'm going to skip through a lot of the content. If you're a brand new player who happened to stumble upon my video, then go through all of this for sure. You know, the dialogue is okay. The story is decent. You know, none of that really matters in the long run. But again, if you're a brand new player, first time playing Raid, by all means, go through and, you know, do the campaign, listen to the story, so on and so forth. But I'm just gonna click through it all. So we'll go ahead and do our first summons. We're gonna get Whisper, I believe.
Excellent.
Sniper, close enough. And they don't really waste any time getting you into the tutorial. Thankfully, it's not as long as some other games. I believe it's going to take me through a couple of stages of the campaign to show me how the team creation and all that works. And then from there, I'll be able to just get into the game and kind of do what I want, unlocking things as I level up. So I'm not going to listen to all this. Yep. So we got Kale and we have the Sniper. And teach you how to do all this. Yep. And then I'm just going to go into auto straight away. There's no need to sit here and manually click skills and all that. Maybe when we get into more difficult content where I have to time the skills that I use, especially early on, because skill books and things like that are going to be very limited in availability, especially for epics and legendary champions. I do believe we'll probably get enough skill books early on to max out all of Kale's skills pretty quickly, but other than that, it's going to be kind of a grind. Again, especially when you're considering, or when you're talking about epics and legendaries. So it's teaching us how to put, how to equip our gear. Okay, cool.
I believe you are ready.
And then go through the campaign. We're going to do the next stage. We're going to get another piece of gear. Then it's going to teach us how to upgrade the gear. Like I said, it's kind of a tedious tutorial, but it's relatively short. Like, it doesn't hold your hand for an hour or longer than that, like some games do, thankfully. So that's definitely a bonus. I kind of feel like this is the same as it was the first time when I started playing. It looks and feels very familiar. So I don't know if they have changed anything about this whole process or not, but... And then, yep, that's going to tell you about your gear sets, when you have 2 or 4, depending on what you're wearing, or more for some of the sets. It's going to tell you how to upgrade, spend all your gold upgrading. Okay, it's going to make me go all the way up to 4.
Excellent work.
Okay, so when you upgrade 4, 8, 12, and 16, don't upgrade this crappy gear anything maybe higher than 8. I wouldn't even upgrade this to 8, to be honest. Because gear upgrades get very expensive early on. So, okay, so the first event that we seem to have here is Dorothy Chase, and I'm jumping right into the game right around this whole Wizard of Oz thing. I don't know if I've missed anything. This looks like it's running until November 19th, so I have plenty of time to get her. So we're going to just start collecting that gear now, obviously. And then, on day 7, we're going to get Dorothy. I don't know anything about her. Haven't played in 2 years. So these new champions, I don't know anything about them. And then phase 2, we can get her, up to 5-star unlock. What do you call this? I forget what it's called. But anyway, we'll go to that and get this free silver. That's definitely nice. And with the promo code that I downloaded the game from, and I will provide the promo code that I used in the description below, I get Folan Foulbeard as a free champion to start with. I got this promo code from my favorite creator, Big Papa Drock, so shout out to him. By no means am I affiliated with him in any way, or he's not sponsoring me or nothing like that. I'm just giving you the code because it's what I use and it's the only one I have. I'm brand new at content creation, so I don't have my own code. Therefore, I'm not going to pretend that it's mine or anything like that. So if you download the game using that code, know that you're supporting another creator that I support. So that's basically it. So I'm going to go ahead and collect these things. I don't know if there is an event or something going on that I can try to take advantage of. I thought that they used to provide a calendar somewhere for the events. So let me see if I can find it. Because if there's like a champion chase or something like that coming up, then I might want to not collect him straight away. Although collecting him will probably help my account. I'll have to read through his kit. I don't know anything about him. But yeah, we have, what are these guys? I don't even know what these are. Heinrich area. I don't know anything about any of these guys. Doesn't pertain to me anyway. We'll mark all of the news as red. I don't see anything. Yeah, this is stuff about the Wizard of Oz stuff. So on and so forth. We'll figure all that out as we go. Go ahead and get this free pack. Again, anything that's generally available to the public is fair game. So another thing that I'm going to do, you know what? I'm actually just going to collect this stuff. And I'm going to collect this guy. I don't, let's see what his skills are. Demon Breaker level 1 attacks all enemies before attacking. Has a 25% chance of placing a weaken debuff. So that's pretty cool. Right off the rip, his basic attack is an AoE, so that'll definitely help with campaign. Back to the Abyss, level 1. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit will ignore 25% of the target's defense. So on and so forth. I'm not going to read every single skill. I'm kind of browsing through it for my own. Attacks all enemies twice, so he's got a dual AoE. It's really strong having his AoE on his base skill, or his auto skill. But he's also got another AoE here, and then when we unlock him, he's got a Demon Breaker skill. Activates Demon Breaker skill every 5th turn this champion takes. What is Demon Breaker? Oh, Demon Breaker is his base attack. So, okay. Cool. So, and increases ally attack in all battles by 30%. That is a good aura to have, especially early on. So, definitely a good champion, it sounds like, to add to our kit. And the first Lego that we got is this guy. And I'm going to probably focus on building around him. Now, there are a bunch of promo codes that I can use as well, and I will link those in the description below as well. Let's see. Let's get rid of all these red dots first. Confirm. We'll change my avatar. I don't want to be a sheep. We'll just pick Kale since I have Kale. Change the avatar. And I got the music turned way down after a while. From what I remember, the music is very... So we got a champion training event. We get fragments for this epic. I don't know what she's used for at the moment. I'm just figuring all this out. At the moment, I'm just trying to get rid of all the red dots because the red dots are annoying. And we got some fusions. Okay, so that epic is for fusing this guy. There's 1 week, 4 days left. I highly doubt that I'm going to be able to get 4 copies of this Void epic as a free-to-play, so I'm probably not even going to try to worry about that. So I can fuse her. I just don't know if I'm going to get 400 of the fragments needed to fuse 4 copies of her and needed to fuse this guy. So we'll see. I highly doubt it. Yeah, I highly doubt we'll be able to fuse this guy. Lady Mikage, this is the free-ish mythical champion that you can get. It takes quite a lot, including 2 decent legendaries. I believe Tatsu is decent. I forget if Kira is decent or not. But as a free-to-play, I don't know that I would want to get rid of 2 legendary champions that I mean, if I even ever get them to begin with. So, Relic Keeper... I think he's like a support champion, increase attack, continuous heal. Yeah, he's got heals and ally attack, increases ally attack in campaign battles by 40%. So he'd be decent for campaign. Razen, he is decent for clan boss, or he's pretty good for clan boss depending on your build from what I remember. So this is a good little thing. This is probably the first fusion I'll really try for. Considering I can fuse all 4 of these epics from these rares. So I'll just have to make sure that I hold on to any of these rares that I get. This will definitely be a longer term strategy. I highly doubt I'm going to get him anytime soon within the next several weeks. Simply because some of these epics may be better served as characters that I actually play with on the account. I don't know. We'll figure that out as we go. Broadmaw, I don't remember him really being good. 1 enemy with a freeze on his basic. Increased crit rate on all allies. That's decent. Revives 2 random dead allies and heals them for 25%. Places a block damage debuffed on the revived allies for 1 turn. So that could be decent. good support. Not it's better than decent support, but good support for early on for sure. We'll see about fusing him. It doesn't look like it'd be too difficult to get him, although I would need to summon 2 of these rares, since only 2 of them can be fused from uncommons. Again, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's see what other red dots we have here. Daily login rewards. We'll go ahead and do that. Plarium points. We're never going to get enough of these to matter because we're not spending money. Call of the Arbiter. We can go through. Quick little thing. You just copy the link, close it, you get the rewards, and then you go to the next episode. Copy the link, close it, get the rewards, and just do this real quick. I don't know if it matters if you get them all right now or not. I can't see that it would, aside from, you know, having more energy than your cap and missing out on energy regen, but I really doubt that that's going to matter early on, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to collect all of the resources here. It's not like it's that much. You know, anything free is nice, for sure, but none of this stuff is game-changing, to be honest. So I don't think that it's worth waiting to get. Okay, let's just make sure I got all of those. If you actually want to watch this, by all means go for it, but this Call of the Arbiter series is actually one thing that really kind of started pushing me away from the game, because they were they were divesting so many resources into making this little series, and then you can see the monetization start to like really rapidly increase shortly after this kind of series came out. And then if memory serves correctly, then shortly after this whole series, or maybe right around the same time, is when we started getting the primal shards and the mythical champions, and that's when I had had enough. The price for the mythical or the primal shards was ridiculous in my opinion. So I'll go ahead and hold on to this. These expire in 6 days, so I'll make sure to collect them before they expire. Let's see, we got this. Progress missions. Okay. Yeah, so this progress is what we're going to kind of try to follow as much as we can, because Arbiter is going to be a really good champion on this account. I don't know how strong she is in general in the game anymore, but she is a great support champion for this account. Can't recall exactly how long it's going to take me to get her. We'll get to that as we get there. You know, we're going to go through. I think my primary focus is going to be getting through these missions here. This will be like my overarching focus. I want to try to get Arbiter as quickly as possible. This Sacred Shard is definitely going to be helpful, probably, depending on our luck. But yeah, so that'll be my focus here. We got some free rewards for downloading the resources. I'll go ahead and collect those. We have the market, a couple things. I'll go ahead and get that. Some quests. Just go through and do all your daily quests. Pretty much if you're doing the stuff daily in the game, you're going to complete most of these anyway. These achievements are like a one-time thing. So let's see if I can change my name here. I might have to log into my old account. And it's already taken. So I'm going to have to log into my old account and change that name first, and then I'll change my name here. I'll do that later. Plarium points, we can collect this stuff. Free stuff is always good stuff. Oh, there's some treasure tickets thing. What is that? Okay, looks like some kind of lottery system. We'll go ahead and collect that, and we'll draw. Okay, we'll draw one, see what we get. Okay, we got an ancient shard. Maybe we'll get lucky. I don't know if there's any events going on right now. No, there's only events going on right now. 2 chance of legendaries and a guaranteed champion after you pull 10. So you could get this guy from. I could get the Cowardly Lion. Is that the same guy on the fusion? Yeah. So I mean, theoretically, we could get him just by summoning 10 ancients, but I don't, or sacreds. But I highly doubt I'm gonna get 10 sacreds in the next week. I don't think that's remotely possible. So again, I'm not going to put too much focus on trying to get the lion. I don't think it's going to be possible for a day one free to play right now. So we're just going to go through, okay, tutorial class, whatever, all the badges. I don't know what they are for. The one red dot that's going to probably be pretty persistent on the account is this one. I'm not going to go in here and clear it every single time. It's actually kind of annoying. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about this one. Champions is because we have gear. I'll figure that part out. So the next thing that I'm going to do is there are a bunch of promo codes available. Again, those will be in the description as well. Once again, big thank you to Big Papa Drac for providing these in his video. His video is actually kind of what inspired me to come back and start this series. So I'm going to... I hear Pelops is really nice, so I'm just going to get him. We're going to go here to promo codes, paste the promo code SUPERVICTORY, confirm, and we received him. I hate... This is actually funny. No other gacha game that I've played makes you wait 24 hours between promo codes. I think this is very archaic and old, but hey, it's whatever. So we're going to get some resources here to level him up. I'll go ahead and collect these two just so I have them so I don't forget. The arena battles, I can't collect them because you can only have 10 at a time or whatever it is, 8, 10, something. So now in our day one account, we have Fallen Foulbeard, who seems like he'll be a really good champion, especially for campaign. I don't know with other content, probably throughout some, dungeons. He's probably going to be my account carry, honestly. And then this Pelops the Victor, let's see his kit, a single target attack, decrease attack on his A1. He's got a stun on his A2, and he's got, okay, so he's some support stuff here. Magma shield. What is a magma shield? I don't know what that is. That sounds new. Some kind of shield, increase attack, and a taunt. So he's going to taunt other enemies to attack him. Sounds like it'd be pretty cool. Only needs 4 books to upload, or only needs 4 books to max that out. Increase attack, magma shield. I wish you could click on that and tell you what it was. The value of the magma shield is equal to 30% of this champion's max HP. Okay, so yeah, he's an HP champion from what I thought I saw. Yeah, damage based on HP. So he's an HP champion. We are going to stack his HP as much as humanly possible. Obviously, our first 60 is probably going to be Kale, simply because it'll be easier to get him fully maxed out, especially with skill books and everything else, than it will either of these 2 legendaries. But obviously, once we get Kale, and I think that there's a quest line involved with Kale. I have to double check that. But obviously, after we get Kale to 6-star, maybe not all the way to 60, but to 6-star, then we'll focus on getting these guys, because 5-star upgrade resources are going to be very limited. And this may change. I may wait to upgrade Kale until some other time. I don't know. For now, let's see. We can unlock the mine. You need 500 to unlock. We have 90, so that's not happening anytime soon. So it looks like for now we are just going to. I mean, I don't know if there's any reason to do a summons. We'll try to collect some. We've got our 3 main heroes. We do not have a healer, but I believe, if I recall correctly, we will get War Priest pretty early on, in which I think she has some kind of a basic heal. Hopefully we won't need too much healing either way early on. But anyway, we're going to get back into the campaign. I'm going to try to 3-star this campaign as I go as much as I can. Obviously, we'll go ahead and use these guys. Let me go ahead. Let's see, what kind of... Alright, we'll take that, and we'll take that. Probably equip that as well. Oh, no. So let's upgrade this to level 8. None of this early gear, as far as I know at the moment. I'm not going to be upgrading any of it beyond level 8, maybe level 12. Absolutely do not upgrade any of this gear beyond level 12. Do not take any of this gear to level 16. You're just going to be wasting gold. And from what I remember, unless they change something, upgrading gear is expensive. So we will use our gold resources wisely. The more gold you have, it may seem like 3 million is a lot. From what I remember, 3 million is kind of a joke. So don't put too much value on that amount of gold because it's not going to get you very far. Again, unless they change something. And then if they did, if it's cheaper to upgrade artifacts to level, or if it's cheaper to upgrade gear to 16 than it was before, then by all means we can use our gold, but something tells me probably not. So this guy actually does need accuracy. Excuse me, this guy actually does need accuracy, doesn't he? Because of his kit weaken. He does put a weaken on. We'll see. But I think that he's going to be the main damage dealer throughout this campaign, so I'll go ahead and give that other piece of gear to him. Where is it? Here we go. Obviously, an attack base stat of attack, a flat attack is not going to do us much good. But if we can get like 1 level of speed, maybe it'll help a little bit, or we can just get 2 resistance and call it a bad day. Yeah, we got 2 resistance, so go figure. That's our luck. Okay. All right, so again, we're going to try to 3-star in the normal campaign. I think it's the same for all levels of campaign. It's basically you have to do it with 2 champions, or 1 or 2 champions, and you can't have any of them die. So I'm not going to leave all of this footage in here. I will cut most of this out because it's very boring watching the campaign, and I'm sure none of you who are watching this video want to suffer through me going through the campaign at breakneck speed of a tortoise crawling uphill in January through frozen molasses. So most of this will get cut, and I will come back through an important part. So I'm just going to go ahead and grind this out. Actually, I'll stop the recording from here, and I'll be back once I have something more interesting to show you. All right, so after spending a couple hours grinding, I'm back again. Got my account leveled up to 20. Got some of my heroes leveled up. Thalen Foulbeard is up to 50. Pelops is up to 49. Kale and Ugo are both up to level 40. I'm going to work on getting them up to 5-star next. Kale is fully ascended. His skills are looking pretty good. I still need another 3 more skill books to finish him out. I do have 1 skill book that I could use on either Tagore or Ugo, but I'm holding off for now because I don't know which one I want to use it on. Speaking of these 2 champions, I believe I got them with the same promo link that I downloaded the game that gave me Thalen Foulbeard. I'm pretty sure that's the same one that gives me both Tagore and Ugo. So that's definitely a positive because it's going to be hard getting champions on this account for sure. Other than that, I've accumulated 3 ancient shards and 2 void shards. I'm not going to pull those. There's really no need right now. As far as progression goes, I got all the way through the normal campaign, 3-star everything, so I got the void shard from that. Got some dungeons, Arcane Keep up to stage 8, Magic Keep up to stage 8. I need to start working on these other 3, Force, Spirit, and Void before that window closes, just so I can collect some for them. I got Minotaur's Labyrinth up to stage 8. I haven't touched any of the equipment dungeons yet. I'll start working on that as I progress. So far, all the gear that I have on these champions is just stuff that I got while progressing through the content up to this point. And most importantly, the total spent is $0, and that number is not changing. Because right now, Raid is still throwing a lot of resources at us because the account is new. The interesting part is going to be what happens when that stops. When energy matters, when gear matters, when the champions I need aren't guaranteed by a promo code, and when the easiest solution to a progression wall would be spending money. I spent years playing Raid with money as an option. This time, it's not. And we're going to see exactly how far this account can get in 2026. If you'd like to follow along with my progression of this account and see how well I can do or how far I can get, please consider comment, liking, and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.